Hello, we're the Goldens. I'm William Lee Golden, Chris Golden, and Rusty Golden.
Hey!
We're here to congratulate Devon O'Day on her wonderful induction into the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame.
Woo!
Devon, you've been in the Golden's Hall of Fame for many, many years. We love you, and that's why we call you Sister Golden Hair.
Devon O'Day is a renowned radio host, captivating audiences with her warm personality, engaging storytelling, and exceptional broadcasting skills. Devon has been in radio since 1976, when she started on air at KRRV-FM in Alexandria, Louisiana, as a country music jock, KPAL in Pineville, where she did news and sports, then KNOE in Monroe as a rock jock, while attending the University of Louisiana Monroe. After graduation, Devon moved to New York, where she studied voice acting at the West Barron Studio. Then, Devon made the move to Nashville in 1986, where she began working middays at WSIX. After a year and a huge campaign with the listening audience, Jerry House was brought back to mornings in a big press push, and Devon was offered the job as Jerry House's producer. When asked if she would have a job if she said no, they said it was producer or the door. When she asked what a producer did, no one knew. So she picked employment, said yes, and made the decision that changed her broadcast career forever. Devon spent 18 years as producer, on-air chick with the House Foundation, and hosted a daily entertainment segment on America's most popular and first nationally syndicated country morning show. That connection led to Devon's work with Premier Radio as a country music reporter, providing material for all their country music shows. Then, a role with Jerry on America's Number Ones and Saturday Night House Party, America's first live Saturday night syndicated show in the country format. While with Premiere, she created a comedy country news service called Music Rhoda. Then she joined Huntsman Entertainment as host of the nationally syndicated Country Hitmakers and voice specials for Garth, The Chicks, Kenny Chesney, Trace Adkins, Bill Gaither, and many more. Devon left the House Foundation but remained at WSIX for a bit, hosting a Sunday morning show called Country Spirit and hosting a talk show on the sister station WLAC called Plain Jane Wisdom. Later, Devon went to work for Mix 92.9 in Nashville as a utility player, filling in on mornings, evenings, news, production, and wherever needed. Devon also took a job with the Spirit Channel at the launch of Sirius Satellite Radio when they opened Nashville offices in 2003. Her last full-time terrestrial radio gig was WSM-AM, the station her grandmother listened to all the time.
And 34 years later, I got the phone call and said, would you do afternoon drive with Nan Kelly from GAC? And I said, at WSM, really?
Devon currently works with Main Street Media as creator of New Media, where she has launched a podcast network, a streaming show called Main Street Today, and is working on several new media platforms to create broadcast content in the digital and device-driven world. Devon's voice is heard on over 100 audiobook narrations. Plus, she's written 7 books for Thomas Nelson, HarperCollins, and United Methodist Publishing. Devon is well known for her charity work in the Middle Tennessee community, hosting or participating in some 30 to 50 charity events a year. Devon was nominated numerous times for the NAB Radio Producer of the Year when she was with the House Foundation, won Inspirational Country Air Personality of the Year in 2017 and 2019. She's also a country songwriter.
And ended up with a number 1 with George Strait, 11 singles with people like Pam Tillis, Hank Jr., and Neil McCoy, Trace Adkins, another Louisiana boy from Sarepta.
That number 1 song, The Big One by George Strait, received a BMI award, and it was a song she co-wrote with Tennessee Radio Hall of Famer Jerry House.
Hey kids, it's Jerry House. Sorry I couldn't be there tonight. It seems like a wonderful night. I've never seen a more beautiful audience anywhere. It's for my pal, my longtime pal and good friend and wonderful human being, Devon O'Day, and it's good that she's being inducted because she's an amazing person. We worked together in, it started in the 80s. She was out on parole and needed a gig, and she fit right in with the rest of the criminals that I worked with. And we did write a number 1 hit song together. The Big One, George Strait, I'll never forget riding up West End Avenue, and a car beside me honked, and I looked over, and it was Tony Brown, who is George Strait's producer, and he rolled down his window, and I did too, and he said, "Hey, George Strait just cut the big one," which makes it sound like George needs some gas X, but it was exciting and just one of the many things that we did together. And so, to my dear friend, congratulations. Welcome to the Radio Hall of Fame here in Tennessee, and it is a much-deserved award. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.